Welcome to the Unwritten PhD. I'm Dr. Kshitij Tiwari, and this podcast is a guide to the messy, human side of a doctoral degree that no one ever puts in a textbook. Have you ever seen a PhD student's TikTok go viral, showing them popping champagne after submitting their thesis or sharing some life hack to finish a dissertation in a month? Makes you feel a bit inadequate, doesn't it? Like, are you doing something fundamentally wrong? Trust me, I've been there. I've seen the perfectly curated images of immaculate lab benches and the motivational quotes plastered over perfectly edited videos, and I've felt the sting of comparison. But I also did finish my own PhD, I donned the gown, and I enjoyed the graduation ceremony too. So, today we are ripping the curtain back and exposing the harsh, often unflattering truth about those viral PhD moments. We are going to explore the reality versus the social media portrayal, and I'll give you some practical tips for staying grounded in your PhD journey without getting sucked into the comparison vortex. By the end of this episode, you'll understand why those viral moments are often a distorted reflection of reality, and more importantly, how to navigate your own PhD journey with more authenticity and less pressure. Okay, so first, let's talk about the highlight reel phenomenon. Social media, by its very nature, is a highlight reel, whether we like it or not. No one posts about their failed experiments, their days spent staring blankly at a computer screen, or wrestling with their coding errors. I can guarantee that behind that perfectly staged thesis submission photo are weeks, months, even years of intense work, frustration, and self doubt. It's easy to forget the sheer volume of unseen, often unglamorous effort that goes into achieving any milestone in a PhD. Think of it like this: if you only saw the medal ceremony at the Olympics, you'd assume every athlete is a beaming, confident champion. You wouldn't see the years of grueling training, the injuries, the setbacks, the moments they almost gave up. The same applies to those viral PhD moments. What you see is the celebratory snapshot, not the process. Remember, it's always the highlights, never the blooper reel. My own experiences of success look very different behind the scenes than I may share online. Secondly, it's about selection bias and algorithms. The content you see on social media is heavily influenced by algorithms designed to keep you engaged. Viral content is often sensationalized or simplified to appeal to a wider audience. The algorithm is trying to get you to stay on the platform. That dissertation in 30 days video? It's statistically unlikely and probably glosses over crucial context like pre existing research, extensive writing experience, or a very specific research topic with tons of available data. The algorithm just cares that you are watching and engaging, not about the nuances of what's being displayed. Also, think about who is most likely to post about their PhD journey online. Often, these are individuals who are already highly motivated and organized, or even those who are particularly good at self promotion. This isn't a criticism, it's simply a factor to consider. These individuals often already have a strong network too, allowing them to more easily gather the initial engagement needed to go ahead and boost the virality of content. They might also have institutional support for sharing their work. A university account boosts their research considerably, for example. You are less likely to see videos of those struggling deeply, feeling isolated, or wanting to quit. This creates a skewed perspective of the overall PhD experience. Now, let's address the pressure to perform that the viral content can induce. Seeing others seemingly nailing their PhD can lead to feelings of inadequacy, imposter syndrome, and immense pressure to achieve similar results, and fast.
It's easy to start questioning your own progress, methods, and even your capabilities. Let's get this straight. Comparing yourself to others is almost always a losing game, especially in a high pressure environment like a PhD program. Every PhD journey is unique and deeply personal. Your research topic, your supervisor, your academic background, your personal circumstances, all of these factors influence your progress and your experience. So, comparing your chapter 3 to someone else's thesis submission is inherently flawed. Focus on your own progress, celebrate your own milestones, and acknowledge your own challenges without judgment. Remember, everyone's journey is different and there is no one size fits all approach to completing a PhD. Moving on, let's talk about practical strategies for navigating the social media minefield. So, how can you consume this content without feeling overwhelmed or discouraged? First, be mindful of your consumption habits. Set limits on your social media usage, especially when you're feeling vulnerable or stressed. Perhaps even take designated days or weeks to step away from social media altogether, enabling yourself to focus more on your own journey. Second, be selective about who you follow. Unfollow accounts that trigger negative emotions or contribute to feelings of inadequacy. Instead, curate your feed with content that is supportive, informative, and inspiring without setting unrealistic expectations. Following thought leaders who address PhD challenges directly can be incredibly helpful. Third, remember to engage actively with the content you are consuming. Instead of passively scrolling, engage critically. Ask yourself, is this person presenting a realistic portrayal of the PhD experience? Are they acknowledging the challenges and setbacks? If not, take their advice with a grain of salt. Finally, take a break once in a while. The internet will still be there. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, remember to cultivate a strong support system outside of social media. Talk to your supervisor, your colleagues, your friends, and your family. Share your challenges, celebrate your successes, and seek advice when you need it. Connecting with others who understand the realities of the PhD journey can be incredibly validating and reassuring. Additionally, consider joining a peer support group or attending workshops and conferences where you can connect with other PhD students in person or online. These opportunities provide a safe space to share your experiences, learn from others, and build lasting relationships. Don't isolate yourself. A strong support system is crucial for navigating the ups and downs of a PhD. So, here's your call to action for today. I want you to identify one social media account that makes you feel negative about your PhD journey. Unfollow it right now. Seriously, go do it. Then, take 5 minutes to write down 3 things you have accomplished this week, no matter how small. Focus on your own wins. In closing, remember that the viral PhD moments you see on social media are just snippets of a much larger, more complex story. Don't let them define your expectations or undermine your confidence. Focus on your own journey, celebrate your own progress, and seek support when you need it. Your PhD is your own unique journey and it's beautiful in its own way. Until next time, keep researching, keep writing, and keep believing in yourself. You've got this.
If you are a current or aspiring PhD scholar or a beginner in the world of robotics, make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow this podcast diligently. You won't want to miss what we have in store for you. This has been the Unwritten PhD. See you in another episode.